Yeah. So I'm sorry, Austin, what was that again? Three. Okay, here's the problem. We've got x squared plus y squared minus 15x plus 3y plus 29 is equal to 0. And the other one is x minus y equals -2. First things first, can somebody tell me what shape the top equation is? Just by looking at it. Yeah, that's a circle. Why do you say that?
Because they're added, and don't have the same coefficient.
Okay, same coefficient, and they're both squared, correct. If they're both the same coefficient for this, and they're both squared, that has to be a circle. What shape is this? Oh, math people. Yeah. That's a line. So it's a circle and a line. So the most they could ever intersect is twice. They could intersect once, they could intersect 0. There are only two methods we know of that'll solve this. There's substitution and elimination. I wouldn't do elimination because you really can't get anything to cancel. I'm going to do substitution. I'm going to try and get a letter by itself. I'm going to get an x equals y minus 2. Does that make sense so far? Then take that and plug it wherever you see an x. This gets kind of messy. Watch carefully. This is going to be squared. Y minus 2 parentheses squared plus y squared minus 15 times y minus 2. Because every time you see an x, you substitute. Plus 3y plus 29 equals 0. This is square the first, double the product, square the last. Plus y squared minus 15y plus 30 distributed. Plus 3y plus 29 equals 0. So this turns into 2y squared minus 16y, and then 30, 59 plus 63 equals 0. Does that make sense so far? I just added these up. So add up the y squareds, add up the regular y's, add up the numbers. Now what shape is this? Okay. It's a parabola, right. How do you solve for y? There are several ways you can solve with a quadratic. Complete the square. Give me another one. America. There are 3 standard ways to solve one of these things. Well, 4. Go. Actually, go. Quadratic formula. There's quadratic formula, complete the square. If you're lucky, you can what? Like if I decide here, solve for y, what's one possible way you could do it? Anyway, go. Factor. You could factor and do zero product property. Or if you're lucky, if there's only one species of y, you can do what? Algebra. Can't do algebra. You might factor. You could do complete the square, you could do quadratic formula. What do you think? You choose.
Complete the square.
Complete the square. Go for it. What's step 1? Set it equal to 0. Congratulations. Step 2.
Cancel the C.
Cancel the c. Okay. So 2y squared minus 16y plus blank equals -63. Okay. Step 3.
Undistributed.
Undistributed, yeah. So pull out the 2. What have they left behind? This will be the last step. I'll give it something else.
Y squared minus B. Plus 1.
Plus blank equals
Negative
63. Good. Austin, take over. Step 4.
So then you gotta figure out the blank ones, so it's,
How?
what, like you have to get the blank term.
How to get the blank term?
So since it's square the first double product, so you know that's gonna be 4, so then you square 4. Okay.
Yeah, what do you put here?
1 minus 4.
Right. This is a critical step too. This is good to get the blank, but that's just part of it. And then what do I put over here?
33.
Yeah, twice as big as 16, which is 32. Go for it.
So that'll be 31,
Almost.
negative 31.
Negative 31. I want to solve. So Sam, take over. What method could work if I want to solve for y?
Wait, sorry, could you repeat that?
What method do you want to use to solve for y? If I just gave you this equation on the test, how would you solve for y?
You know, add 31.
Yeah.
the other side.
Well, good. Good. How many species of y are there?
2.
In here?
Well, 1.
Just one now. What can you use?
Algebra.
Algebra. Do it. What do you get rid of first?
The 2.
The 2. How?
Divide.
Go for it. So y minus 4 parentheses squared equals what?
Negative 31, 2.
Now what?
Square root.
Square root. How many answers?
2.
Does anybody see anything wrong? Yeah. Mary,
There's a negative in there, I think.
what's wrong with that?
It's imaginary.
Yeah, these are going to give you imaginary answers, which means they do not intersect. They intersect at two imaginary points, which means they don't exist. And then you can stop the problem. Does that make sense? Next. Any others you want to see? Now's a good time to ask.
Did you do number 4?
Maybe. Let me look.
Oh, wait, never mind.
Okay, that was easy. Next. Number 1. Let me look. Should be able to. Where did my towel go? There you go. I am watching the clock. Just for reference, the assignment for tomorrow is to finish this worksheet, do number 5 and number 6. It's very similar to what we have here, and ironically enough, you might be able to do elimination. Those might actually go faster than the first page. Depends. If you can get some things to eliminate, go for it. Negative 5x squared plus 4y squared minus 25x plus 3y minus 31 equals 0. And x minus y equals negative 2. They seem to love that x minus y equals negative 2. They used it at least twice. I'm going to do substitution for this one. X equals y minus 2. I'm going to say every time there's an x, I'm going to plug that in. Looks like this. Negative 5 parentheses y minus 2 squared plus 4y squared minus 25 times y minus 2 plus 3y minus 31 equals 0. I'm going to try and turbo this. It's going to be negative 5 times square the first, double the product, square the last, plus 4y squared, distribute, plus negative 25y, plus positive 50, plus 3y, plus negative 31 equals 0. I'm going to add the opposite here. Now distribute the 5, negative 5. Negative 5y squared plus positive 20y plus negative 20 plus 4y squared plus negative 25y plus 50 plus 3y, blah, 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 minus 31 equals 0. Now gather the like terms. Negative 5y squared plus 4y squared is negative 1y squared. So 20 minus 25 plus 3, that would be negative 2y plus negative 20 plus 50 is 30, minus 31 is negative 1 equals 0. Yeah, oh, sorry. I'm going to factor this one. I'm going to pull out a negative 1. Y squared plus 2y plus 1. And that will either unfoil or binomial squared. I'm just going to unfoil it. It's y plus 1, y plus 1. And you're going to get two solutions. Y equals negative 1, y equals negative 1. That's the exact same thing. You do not have to write it twice, although you can if you want. And how to get x? I've got y equals -1. Here's the key thing for number 5 and number 6. Katie, which equation do I back substitute into? On this one. There's a general rule of which equation you gotta back substitute into. Look in your notes if you need to. Has something to do with the degree. The one of the lowest degree. In this case, would it be the top one or the bottom one? Definitely the bottom one. I'm gonna use this one. If y is -1, it's actually a lot easier too. -1 minus 2, so x, what am I doing? X is equal to -3. So the intersection point is -3, comma -1, and that's the only intersection point. Does that make sense? Questions? Going once, twice, thrice. All right, for tomorrow, we only have like 2 minutes left. But look on the back page. I want to give you a hint or two. Look at number 5. Remember, you can multiply one row by anything you want, or the other row by anything you want, or both by anything you want. Try elimination on these. You're not going to cancel everything, but you'll cancel a lot. Like at number 5, any suggestions? What looks like a good candidate? Yeah, please.
You can multiply either the top or the bottom by -1.
Yeah, multiply either the top or bottom by -1. That'll make the x squareds cancel. And then just add the rest to them. String them along and tell me exactly what you have. And you'll probably get something like what's on the right-hand side. So you should be able to solve it once you do that. If it doesn't work, then try substitution. But I think elimination works on 5 and on 6. On number 6, it'll work right away, because the x squareds are nice. Questions? Going once, twice? All right, got about 2 minutes, so you can either go ahead and get started or let your brains cool off. But I will like that for tomorrow, 6C-6. So the people watching at home, homework, 6C-6, just finish number 5 and number 6. Okay, that should be it. So people watching at home, take care, talk to you later, bye-bye.